guys, and welcome to another part of this playthrough with my War Cleric on Tactician Part 5. We just did manage to rescue or find Kagha, we did clear the Tollhouse, and let's see what happens now. Also, we've got the key for the Tollhouse, so I'm going to show you what's on in the cellar, in the small dungeon down there. We're going to clear that up for now and then make our way through the vastness of this part of the world. So, why War Cleric, you might ask? It is one of the least favorite or least played characters, or let's say roles,
so ripe,
and I think it's heavily underestimated. It might also be because a lot of people start a cleric when they're playing real D&D, so yeah. Anyway, we have got the key.
There's a trap.
Down where Kagha is, you will find the key to this cellar. Everything here is full of traps.
Keep your distance, darling.
And you should make your way around it.
Shall we? A trap.
Here, right around the corner,
Visitors.
are two chairs, the stone chairs, and they are the key to the doors. A little bit of Indiana Jones style here.
Oh dear.
Last Crusade,
Someone's
if you remember.
left a trap out for us.
So indeed, you're seeing it right. I'm currently on two clerics.
Moving in.
So I have my main cleric, which is a war domain, Tempest, and I have Shadowheart. I might replace Shadowheart with a mage later, so I will keep the party pretty versatile, and I'm going to switch companions here and there.
Proceeding.
I will adapt my party to the situation of the game, to the fights we are going to face and such.
A pressure plate? Glorious.
Yeah, for those of you who are wondering, I am playing in Ultra HD, everything on Ultra resolution, Ultra settings. Only problem is when I record with my XSplit,
It is, as they say,
and here is the door. If I record with the XSplit, I have to go back to DirectX 11, which comes at the cost of performance, because somehow on Vulkan he will do graphic glitches on the video, not on my game, but I don't want to make you see that. So. In case you're wondering, I'm playing on DirectX 11 for the purpose of recording. Yeah, now I'm going to basically we find the nice X here, which is actually a perfect go for Kagha, and then we have a bit of helmets, potions, and such in the cellar. Here you can also find the greatsword, or a good greatsword you can later use in the forge. Because in case you didn't know, I'm going to spoiler. There's a small forge in the destroyed village in Act 1, and once you pass the Underdark, you will find some tools and resources to then forge a weapon in that. And then you need like a greatsword, like a finesse weapon, or I think it was I don't even remember. Yeah, you gotta check. We're gonna come to that point later on. I'm going quickly to loot out the cellar here. We were particularly here for the axe. And let's quicken upspeed that, and then we move on. Yeah, so we are going to have a long rest here, because we had an intense fight.
The blade of frontiers.
Like for story relevant
shaking you for good
cutscenes, I will try to leave them as open as possible and not fast kick them.
Karlach, Advocatus Diaboli, the stink of Avernus. pride of the coast, in the flesh. And you've got...
Headache, as seems.
A great fire roars through you, the fire of the first hell. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high. He chases the fiend, ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Your allies are fraud. A soldier in the Archdevil Zariel's army. Either I cut her down, or she burns the Sword Coast to ash.
I've tried to tell you. I am not what you think I am.
Like how her hair is burning.
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. The man shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Baldrin's helm, No. I will not be tricked.
You saw the truth.
What a dickhead.
Tiff soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
Yeah, for those of you who are new here, it's also a fairly new channel. I have a tabletop channel I'm running in German language with a couple of thousand subscribers,
The man
focusing mostly
catches
on
his breath
Warhammer.
and his lips straighten.
And this game,
Sheer
anyway,
dread
we are going
twists
to
his
leave kind of a new stuff for me.
Devils
So
cannot be
yeah,
trusted.
I would be happy to receive any feedback. Would really help the channel, and everything you don't like or like, please leave a comment. So consider subscribing and such. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if I go. I won't go full good here. I most likely go reasonable neutral with a slight touch to evil. But do not worry, I will make also a complete playthrough on Tactician with my Dark Paladin. I have planned some really nice stuff out. So once we advance in this storyline, I will bilaterally go for a Dark playthrough, and let's see how that goes. But I hope you like it, so stay tuned. I also have some guides and small tips on this channel, so yeah, happy to have you here.
You would have died in the attempt.
Cellar is somewhat
But
adorable,
there
I
have been
think.
enough threats today. Truce?
I'll do you one better.
Allies.
We're looking to get rid of these parasites for good and ruin some bastards' days while we're at it. Sounds like your kind of venture.
I've not grown any tentacles yet, thank Baldrin. But luck won't be on our side forever. Yes, you have my blade.
He's kind of a cool
Your
character,
leader
actually,
will
but I think either you like him or you don't.
Well, soldier, what's the word?
He will definitely find his place also in some of my, in some areas of this game. So I will basically use all of the characters I think we will find, and right now in this playthrough I go neutral because if you go full evil, you will certainly lose a lot of potential party members. Said that. So yeah, let's stick with this. Anyway, let's finish this cutscene, and for you who are new to Baldur's Gate, Karlach, these are all playable characters now, so I have them all in my party. And Karlach is a new addition, and with it comes Will, in case if you haven't talked to him earlier, you can talk to him in the Emerald Glove before you find Karlach, and he will be a party member then already. And yeah, just said that, I'm going to quick talk me through this and come back to you, and we proceed further and venture forth. After gathering our party, obviously, if you get the hint. See you in a minute. Just for now.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name.
Yeah, first of all,
you
this.
already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? What, besides my life's like night orchids and can't swim? Is that the sort of thing you meant? It's a deal. No, I mean, I literally... Shah's secrets must... I have
Yeah,
had
Shah
if I
here,
manage
there.
to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly.
Let's see.
Shao will reward
Truly
me.
connect.
I think I know what you mean. There's an undeniable rapport, and yet we haven't made time for each other. Time alone. Easily remedied, if you like. I know a place.
Everyone knows the place if needed.
Not just yet. Let's choose our moment. Some quiet night, when the others are asleep and there's no distractions, I'll come for you.
Yep. That's enough for me. So,
Shah's blessings upon you. If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
oof. That goes deep. So barbarians, they have reckless attack, which is pretty good. So you have advantage on attack rolls, and enemies have advantage against you. Initiative +1, hit points 23, 17 on strength, dex 13, which is okay for initiative. Constitution is okay, intelligence obviously low, no need. Wisdom 12, still an okay skill set here, and almost 9 increase of hit points. Danger sense is you have advantage on dex throw against traps, spells and surfaces, and you can't be blinded or incapacitated. So barbarians pretty good, but they're pretty monotone. So on some point you want a multi-class for them, in my opinion, because they get pretty boring and monotone, as I said. So we go from bottom to top. Celestial Heart. I would go for Bear anytime for now. So you get resistance to all damage except psychic damage. That can be a huge plus in the fights to come. And yeah, get some healing. Wolford and stuff like this, also all good. But for now we're going Wild Heart. Subclass is interesting. You could go Berserker. So yeah, here it really comes down to what you want her as, right? So we have Wild Magic is a bit rare, Wild Heart is all this stuff, but I think Berserker is possibly the strongest when it comes down to dealing damage or tanking, because you get Frenzy. So Rage turns into a Frenzy, you gain Frenzy Strike and Engage Throw, and you can make improvised weapon attacks bonus action. So you have resistance to physical damage and advantage on strength checks and saving throws, and for 10 turns. That's pretty decent. And you get this too. So you can actually throw around creatures and items and throw it at targets. That can be pretty handy. You get Legacy of Avernus, Searing Smite, which turns out to do some good fire damage if you need it. And class features you can use Rage more times per long rest, and that's what we'll go for. So fire resistance obviously for her class.
Wanna dance?
I think we have a bug here.
Let's march! Damn, it's good to be alive.
Level 3.
Assume nothing.
Level 3. Oh, we are still level 3 anyway. So I try to rest, and I hope the bug is gone. No, we still have a bug here.
I'd love to, thanks.
So I will have to reload that. I switched Astarion out and get Wool into it. I'm just gonna level it on camera. So Shadowheart will not be here for a while since I'm going War Cleric for now. Lae'zel and Karlach together have really good melee damage output, and I might need Will to add some range and AoE damage. So I'm just gonna level Will up. So We do like Hex. Actually, I want to go with this one for now. Hellish Rebuke. And we're gonna want the Eldritch Blast brought up here. Let's see if we can replace any spell. I would like to have Hex in here. Let's see what we skip out for that. Yeah, I'm gonna be a bit offense here. See what happens. Mist Step is really good. So for now I'm all out on damage. And since I'm lacking AoE, I need multi-target damage, so I'm going for this in this party. And we will go Pact of the Blade.
Looking ahead.
So now I have not much to offer for him.
The pride of the gate.
So let's see what happens.
Laser, you've the most... the sands of the Calim.
And you've a soft skull. A Gaith tentacle will have no issues pushing through it.
Is that
So,
not so much a story as a pantomime? You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance. And you'll...
Anyway. Alright. So for you, we have previously... So we have cleaned the Tollhouse. We have been and Walking's Rest and rescued the lady there. We have kind of taken a look at Blighted Village. For now there's still a bit to do in Walking's Rest, but I will do that later on. So right now I would like to move towards Blighted Village and little bit to the south of the map in order to meet Auntie Fettle.
Not as bad.
And yeah, we'll take a go for that. So we are going to head towards south here, and let's see what we can find.
Moving in.
I've been told I'm quite scintillating.
Have you really?
No.
So they have some dialogues going on. Look at that. So right now I'm just going to show you how to get Scratch in your party, and we should have some potions of speaking with animals, which should make it just easier. I tend to organize my consumables in a backpack. Apparently I left it on one of my characters. That is actually bad. Quickly going to get it. You don't actually have to... Yeah, you know what? Right now I'm going to show you how to actually get Scratch without without the potion of drinking, like the potion of speaking with animals. You can do that here. So here is Scratch. we go with perception because I have advantage on that. So anyway, no matter what your class is, you want, if you cannot speak to him, like with the potion of speaking to animals, you could speak to him and it's a lot easier. But you can actually just go and say, you know, show that you mean no harm in any way possible.
Scratch.
Now we know his name.
With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head.
So now you can go, come on, follow me.
He whines, but remains rooted by the corpse's side.
And just one thing to left is hold out your hand so he can follow your scan to camp. So you can do that, and this is enough. He will show up in your camp later once you go for west. But anyhow, if you have a potion of speaking to animals, you can go the same way. It is just a matter of talking to him that you mean no harm. Then you will tell him come with you. He will say no, and then it will be okay. Here, just make sure to remember me, and so you can find the way. That's basically it. So let's see what we have here. I would be happy if you could leave some critiques in the comment section below, because I want to certainly do better, and I know how to do tabletop content, but yeah, anything regarded to gaming, even though I'm an old school gamer, I haven't done much content in that regard, so happy to hear your feedback. So actually, we are going to move south, right? So from the Blighted Village, we can just quick travel there. I wanted to get Scratch. We have Scratch, and then we are moving south.
Bless you like trash. The blade of frontiers, men. Do you always need to be the center?
There's still a lot to do in the village, but
I don't fight to be flattered, Laser.
I want to split it up a little bit to make it a bit more interesting. Oh, I'll lose one zip.
Enough! We know you have her. Please, we just want Marina back.
Lads, for the
I've never. Of you're wondering, I'm create graphic glitches. Unfortunately, DirectX 11 while recording is a lot worse in performance. I'm playing on Ultra HD, like 4K, Ultra resolutions, Ultra settings. And the thing is that I cannot record on Vulkan. Vulkan actually has a much better performance, but once I start recording, the recording will have graphic glitches. Not me while I'm playing, but yeah, I don't want to have you see any video with glitches in it, so maybe you have a tip.
Careful! Don't trust a word out of her mouth. Our sister went to the hag, and we ain't seen her since.
Hand over heart, I don't know their sister. I will gladly help you all look for her, though.
Enough. Where is she?
Bollocks! You were supposed to rush to my defense, love. Fat lot of good you are.
Yeah, couldn't care less.
You ever darken my door, you'd best have that head bowed and an apology. Bye-bye now.
Bloody hells. She just disappeared. She could shoot fireworks out of her back. None of this matters, all right? We need to get her back, and fast. Are you joking? I ain't got a clue who you... But, Joel, no...
Okay, he doesn't want help, so I don't mind. So here we are in a very beautiful area right now, but it seems a bit odd. Autosave, okay.
Chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
Cleric of Tempus. That's bad. It doesn't really matter if you succeed here or not. The illusion of this will fall down sooner or later anyway, so...
A swamp, stinking and insidious, assaults your senses.
Interesting, huh? That's a lot darker than before. So, yeah, we got that here. You have to be a bit careful here in this whole swamp area. We have enemies over there, and there are traps everywhere as well. I actually want to go here. This is a big oak tree apparently, and it has a lot of... First of all, we're almost level 4, so on the oak tree we will have some kind of engagement. Just to give you a quick spoiler.
Something made quick work.
Well, I laid down just not yet.
Ordinary creature did this. Red Cap's ripped the place to pieces.
Yeah, in the beginning it's really good to get just as much stuff for your camp as you can. I also like to pick up backpacks because they are perfect to keep in the inventory of every character, and you can just go with you know, all the potions and the stuff you're going to consume can be in there. I like to keep the inventory pretty clean. I also made a video on that if you're interested, so yeah, just check out the channel and you will find it. I tend to save as few as possible. Really? So from experience I know this is gonna be a tough fight, and yeah, we are on basically Tactician, which is the hardest difficulty this game comes with. And I might lack healing right now because I don't have I really don't have
Still alive. So let's take it.
another healer with me. Maybe the healing of you know, Shadowheart might missing. So I will go. I think I will go rapier. Just as basically just preparation of battle. Here, see what happens if you use a soul coin on Kagha. It's a single use per soul coin, and now you will get on fire. I think it should be until long rest. It is, and it means her weapon and unarmed attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 fire damage when she's raging, or her hit points will go below 25. That can be really useful.
Let's get going.
So let's see what's going on here. It's a really tough engagement, so Disrupt Sanctuary. And actually we want to take the first hit, so ah, fuck. I was too slow. I could have done rounds anyway, but it doesn't really matter. So in the battle you can always go O for tactical display, like you have a complete top view of the situation and line of sight and stuff like that. But I still prefer to play in this view. Very few times I will go top view. So here we go. Actually right now I just wanna actually hamstring shots on these elementals. I'm not going to waste my action search because we will have you know, kind of tougher opponents to deal with. We just don't want to go through the water because it's deep water and it will slow us down by 50% almost. So right now trying to get as much range damage as I can, because what comes around here is high in numbers. And yeah, maybe I'm also like a bit too low on level. I should have maybe waited until level 4 with this engage, because they are all level 4, right? So yeah, you should also keep that in mind before engaging into more difficult areas that you might want to advance on level before. But that's kind of a learning experience. Week 6 is a challenge here, so it might be just good. And these guards are actually pretty hard to deal with. I'm not sure yet of how I'm going to do that. So that pass is interrupted, and I'm trying to 40% is not the best of chances, right? So I will go 2 on the method and hope he will explode, and just to deal 1 here. That's totally fine. And he is in deep water, and I will try to just get him out of there. Check. They are pretty fast. Oh, did I save actually? I was safe. Here we go now. Yeah, muddy means I have half my movement, which is not good. Not what I want. And now I don't have the resources to go there. But yeah, right now I'm just doing range damage anyway. I rolled a 14, I rolled a 7. I needed a 14, rolled a 7, so if I want to make it hit, I have to use my, you know, Cleric War ability, and I will do that because I want to get rid of it. And I still didn't kill it. Now I'm still going for the weapon, and I will go with the Trident here. They have no specific saves against any type of weapon, so the reason why you have more choices is not for style reasons, that also, but some weapons deal slash damage, other weapons deal other damage and such, so yeah. So now we go with a spiritual weapon and try to finish him off. And just, he will not move block, but if I'm lucky, these 3 of them will just care about the flying weapon instead of engaging me further. And more to come, great. Ah, sorry, that was my phone interrupting. So, right now we have a couple of options. I could already go into the fight with Lazelle. And I think I have to split up a bit, otherwise he will just... I'm muddy. Ooh, that's bad. I still can't move here? That's crazy. Okay, anyway. So, no actions, that was wasted. If you wonder why I still don't engage heroes, because they tend to do a lot of AoE damage. So I'm going here now, because otherwise he will reach me. Yeah, mud is very bad here, and yeah, I wanted to avoid this. I'm just like basically rooted. There's really not much I can do here. Crazy. I mean, I don't have any movement speed apparently. %16 only. That's some terrible. I want to finish him. And as you see right now, you have the issue with line of sight. And I will try to get a hold of him. Even though it's low chance, I have to start getting some damage. Didn't happen anything, but I freed actually Kagha, which is a good thing. And they, as I hoped, are busy with my spiritual weapon. And mudded again. That is not good. He can jump over now. Still deep water. That is bad. Not really seeing much of a light here, right? It's like really tough to deal with actually. I have to get rid of the small stuff as well. And then now we go weapon. Maybe that's a good hit.
Fight. Let's go.
Not much I can add here. Luckily, Kagha is not really impressed by fire, so I can just go here. And I missed. Oh my god. I tried to throw it right now, and maybe I can. I can't throw it in the water, but I can throw it here. That's funny actually. So it actually lays down and I'm still on deep water. And yeah, I have to go piece by piece. As you see, there's not much I could do about it. And I miss. So I want to save my action surge until the big guys come. Like now. Don't do me. Jeez. How could I miss it? $25 only. 30. 60. So, missed. Missed. It's not a good round here. Tough battle. I will try. 18 damage. That is solid. And now I'm just starting to heal. Kagha. Him. I was about to say, please don't miss. And go down here. So this spiritual weapon is really helping me right now. Because it took already a couple of shots. And it actually dealt a bit of damage. And actually good damage. So fire here is really good to get rid of the ranks. Which will Usually you have the mud and the ranks, so you barely can move here in this level. And now I'm I still can't engage him. Try to hear. 55% is not much. Immune to bleeding, sadly. But well, he's a tree, right? Now I can start action search, and I try to push him away, which is apparently not looking good. I tried anyway, and I missed.
This is my happy
Kagha, frenzied strike. Needs to 18. I rolled a 1. Critical hit. That's a good thing. And finish him off with, I hope, the last arrow. That was successful. So that's actually some good development in this fight. Switch to my weapon. And here we go. Let's see what he does. Opportunity attack, always good. Missed again. He's just taking my weapon. What's going on with Will here? Yeah, one hit point is really bad, because it's not much you can do with it. I barely have any. I mean, he's low on dexterity, right? He's strength 18, so I will not do much with my melee attacks, which are also based on strength. So I could actually go Sacred Flame, which has become a meme recently, but since it's low dexterity, I could actually do some damage. Well, he's safe. Anyway. Doing water. And let's try to go Pierce here. 8 damage, fair enough. I obviously want to get the wood guy. Needs a 16, rolled an 11. I go reckless attack again, and I missed. That's unfortunate. And that's the answer to my failure. So yeah, Will is kind of underwhelming in this fight, but not much I can do here. I could just try to finish off the wood, but 25% is just not enough. I could also aim at this guy. That was good. So I got some air from my friends. And I will try to jump over. I cannot. Heartstopper should stop his wood. Didn't do much damage, but maybe now on 50%. Still alive. Jesus. Here we go. And this looks really good for us now. Critical miss. That's sad.
It's hot in here. The hammer's gonna fall.
She's rolling really badly recently. Eventually. What a fight. So here you nice because it has saving armor class of 2+, and you actually get ensnaring strike with it. Means that, you know, I could go. I give it to Will. He should be able to very. Yeah, so now you see I get ensnaring. It's a bonus attack actually, so that's pretty nice. So what you will find here
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
of course. You can also find the sparkle hands. So on a hit with an unarmed attack, you get lightning charges, and yeah, that's pretty good for a monk though.
Time to press ahead. Still breathing.
Here in this area, you should
Someone's
get
got a notch in the
a
tree there.
perception check, and here's a wooden grievous. Go in there, and you will find the letter to Kagha. Kagha, as you might remember, is the druid which has taken over since Halson got lost. And if you read it, you will find out that Kagha is basically working with the Shadow Druids, and yeah, they just try to undergo the hive. So right now we actually have a reason to stop her. We wanted to get rid of her anyway, so right now we can do it in a way which doesn't give us negative impact on the playthrough. I'm not playing a good cause here. I'm not gaming completely evil. I will do a separate playthrough where I go full evil with my Dark Paladin, and that's one thing. But in this case I will go somewhat neutral, bit evilish on some spots. So if you want to make sure to have a good go to kill Karlach, also without getting negative input from Halson later, you need this quest and you need this letter to basically, you know, be sure that you can say, okay, she actually worked with the Shadow Druids. And this is what we will go with now. So we are going to take a long rest because we used all of our abilities. And I don't want to spoil it too much, but we will need that. This cutscene I'm not going to fast click, so you can enjoy it.
Well, you've been naughty.
Yeah, ooh.
And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlach's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlach, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me!
How precious. The little pupster's found his...
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic.
Karlach meets the criteria, pet. Trust me on this.
Yeah, get to the point, devil.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken.
Get used to the new form. Now, let's see how the...
Karlach, keep an eye. I'll be keeping mine. Oh, and Will,
Don't.
Let's see what happens. I'm going to quickly
I'll be
just
honest.
go through it.
Been a long time
And,
since someone stuck their neck out for me like gobsmacked.
Don't want to spend all stream talking here. I mean, you probably have all known this dialogue, so if there's any specific really important dialogue, I will not fast track it.
Victims. Not. I deserve. It's Mizora who. Before I was. But I promise you, every. It was.
You can spend a lot of time talking in here, and that's totally alright, and I would highly suggest you to do that. So, anyway, let's see what Shadowheart does. Lady.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something? Fine. What's on your mind? Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely liking you.
Oh yeah, we had that though.
I think I'm a different person, owing to you. Must I? Find a way to rid us personally. If we're truly desperate, we can try to convince that goblin. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will actually prove our salvation. There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just...
Thank you for the talk, I guess. So yeah, let's keep on with the story here. We're going to rest a bit. Let's see what happens then.
It seems to be the perfect night to spend a little time together. Just you and I. Assuming you haven't changed your mind, of course.
Of course, I don't.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. So eager. I'm surprised it took you this long. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
To us.
Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins or anything like that. Something about you. Seems like you truly...
So I have proficiency, so I tend to misroll this, but here we go. Ah, in case you didn't know, you could change your dice color down there.
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to... When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things... They're lost to me right now. I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What? I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. Me too.
She trailed in her eyes.
There is no PG-18 here, so all good. Man, the score on this game is so incredibly good, like kudos to that. But Baldur's Gate always have been known for that. So Baldur's Gate 1, Throne of Baal, Shadows of Am, especially that one. And even Siege of Dragonspear whatever you think about the game, the score was always on top and like, man, just good. Far from
Good
it,
to
mate.
know. For the future. Let's head.
So, back to the topic. We wanted to slay some bad guys. Or good guys, you never know. Leave the camp. So, let's save it. I should have done an autosave anyway. I wish there was a teleporter right into the camp. I don't know why there isn't. Maybe because of the camp could change appearance at some point. Yeah, I tend to use the control select or just shift select and add to wares, so you can, even the stacks, you can fast sell with one click. I can just highly suggest you that if you want to keep your inventory clean. I also did make another another video on that, so make sure to check that out. It's in the tutorial and guide section. Even though whether you're a beginner or not, it might hold some really nice information for you. So here is certainly a moment to save, and you want to possibly, I would say, I mean the weakest armor class has possibly Kagha for being frontline. So I tend to like all these long rest spells, which will end at a long rest, or unless you lose concentration. You can do basically at any time after you have a long rest, and it will just stay up.
Can't slow down.
I will talk to Wrath.
I wish I could offer more. I hope to see both you and...
Yeah, I bet that, but listen.
I hope to see...
Okay, no, then something different. Let's save now.
This will all be over.
This will be bloody, and we are still not level 4, guys.
Say it.
Monster. Too kind. A demon, more like.
You're protecting your own.
First
That
you
is
urged
actually
peace.
the rest.
Then you speak truth. You surprised me. A shame. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed.
Yeah,
We will
but you
see
know.
the grove. Free. What?
Yeah, I know. Damn rats. Remember those rats. What an ugly ass. Silence, awkward silence.
That damn nosy.
Mistress Olladin!
Kagha! What?
You think yourself quite the spy, don't you?
Halsin is weak.
You and Elsie.
Olladin speaks truth.
I think we're gonna have a fight here. It's not gonna be
Choice
pleasant.
is made. Kagha, burn the tainted away.
As you say, Olladin.
Well, if we go evil here now, I don't know actually what happens. So, but even though I don't want to make a completely good walkthrough, I want to have Halson later in my party because I think he's an awesome druid. So, the shadows won't save you, girl. But I want to kill her as well. Let's see what happens. I'm just not going to reward that. Critical hit.
No! You...
Kagha's voice breaks and her lips tremble. She heard reason in your words.
Let's see if I can save her. Man, never tried that though.
When the...
Sylvanas demands we illuminate Shadow. How was I so
Careful, Cog.
I belong.
You would question my...
At least I saved Kagha. I think. Moonbeam is such a strong... Yeah, she's some welcomed assistance because against her this fight just gets more difficult. She is actually, you know, not bad, and already level 5. I'm still level 3. That fight here is above my payroll. Let's see if I can just push him over. Bye bye. No, he stayed. Now I'm gonna use my new skill just to root in that guy and snare it below the moon beam. Slay her. Yeah, I just gonna... Do I want the loot or don't I want... I think I don't want the loot. So I'm just gonna try to say goodbye. Well, I missed.
Fuck yes. Down the hatch.
I could actually throw her now if I would be enraged, so...
If this is worth the cost. Here we go again.
Yeah, sorry. So we have needs a 13, I rolled an 11, so I'll take Guided Strike. And there's my level up. And I think I'm just gonna finish this off quickly. Get another damage source. Oh, there's another one. I didn't even see her, but I want to finish older one. Yeah, that's pretty easy once she's like basically rooted. Here we go. I would call that successful. Let's see what Kagha has to say.
Wrath thought me a danger. Seems I've proven him right. I betrayed Sylvanas himself. Led the circle to Shadow. We will stop the rite. Then I will stand trial.
Oh, that's
My
good.
fate lies with the Tree Father. May he have mercy.
That's a good way. I've actually never had that though. I always killed her.
We will grant them safe harbor until they depart.
That's a good news.
Meanwhile, help us contend with the goblins. Perhaps we can dissuade them from attacking. It began with a letter. There was no messenger. It simply... Olladin came soon after. An army was coming, she said. The druids of Olladin... Well, I
anyway.
won't forget the wounds I've inflicted.
That's good. We taught her better. Now we're just going to loot. And I think this is where we can actually call it a game. Let's talk to him. Alson, and everything should be fine here in Druid Wonderland. I am going to sell a bit of my stuff. And I think this is it for this playthrough. We're almost at 1 hour. And yeah, let me know what you think. I'm not trying to overtalk it though. If you would like to see more of the cutscenes, like not skipped apart, just let me know. And yeah, actually we want to do two more things here, so I'm just gonna quick sell my stuff and then I'm gonna level up. And here's actually something for Karlach as well.
Need anything else?
Of course. But please, remember.
Now if you go on trade and on wares, you can see everything I've pre-selected to be wares, and then you suddenly can sell all these stacks with one click instead of just clicking yourself to death. I keep the great swords for a reason, you will find about that later, but I don't want to spoil you, so we'll keep them for now. Like usually when you sell stacks you have to go like this, and the other way around you can just spare lots of time, so I'm not gonna invest in any of those for now because I think I'm good. But I always, when I can, I just tend to buy supply packs, and this is where we go.
So
yes, so I would just check the equipment of the others. There's not really much to actually you know, sell.
swift as my feet can carry.
So let's see what the deepling guy
Hope the goblins aren't
says.
smart enough to poison their blades.
He'll leave himself for a good.
So he should be happy he can stay, so it's good. Actually,
Zevlor, I dealt
like
with you.
a lot of
The blade of
decisions you
frontiers?
take in Act 1
What's
really
happened
impact the
here?
game later, and
I
even
paid
though you
the
want to go
price of
full evil
lumbering the wrong
playthrough,
devil.
some things make
Believe
late game a
me,
lot easier if
I
you
understand
be
better
nice
than
here.
most.
But don't worry,
Passes.
I will have
The
another
subtle
playthrough with my Dark
contemplates
Paladin
Will's
where
words.
we'll go full evil, and
I'm
man,
told the druids have
can't wait for
stopped
that.
their damn chanting. Truly, Ilmater's ashes. Thank you. I need to it's sparse thanks for what you've done for us. You've bought it. We'd need somebody. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen we'll be ready to.
Yeah, no worries, I will do that. These are actually good for Paladin, or for, not Paladin, for healer. So if I get Shadowheart back in my party, I will just give her that, because she will most likely to be my healing. Right now I have Absolute Bane on a melee hit. I can get a penalty on the opponent, so that's pretty nice. But that should actually possibly go to Kagha or even her. Yeah, she has Oath, which is actually for paladins, and she does a lot of melee hits. I think it's best on her, like, you know, debuffing the opponent while melee hitting it. So that is actually good.
Well,
And he will stay with...
Eager for battle.
Like, make it like this. I go with this. So I switch it the way around.
please don't wait. Have mercy again. Need to find a way forward. Thought I said
The devil.
Be my guest.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help what I've sensed some during our. Meanwhile, I've still got plenty of weapons and armor in stock.
So let's see if he has some stuff of interest. I do not believe so, but sometimes you might wonder. So right now I think I'm good on stuff. I could replace my mace. She has a sort of justice, which is good. She has a weapon. He has a weapon. He could use some light armor. Which is 12. Here's 11. If it's worth 300 bucks, I don't know, but I want to just make him, at least give him a bit. Yeah, so we know that we have to go for Kagha and get some iron. We will do this quick pause. Yeah, slaughtered Azasa, as you can see. And now we're gonna level up quickly, and then I'm going to leave you for tonight or today, whenever you're looking this. I thank you very much for being my dear partner on this adventure. I hope to see you also soon on the next couple of videos here. And let's see what we're going for. I think inflict wounds is like mandatory for now. Protection from evil and good is kind of good. Also good is warding bond. So have to kind of figure out what I want. Hold person it won't be. So I will possibly go warding bond, even though I want to be more on the damage side. So I think sanctuary can be a good choice, especially if the initiative runs go against us. So the cleric does tend to have a bad initiative. Well, silence is also good, right? I mean, I can change it in front of every battle anyway, right before any battle anyway. So let's get this and warding bond. Interesting selection here. And as a feat, what do we want to have? I mean, we have heavy armor already. Warcaster is nice to get, you know. But actually, I think we want to start with ability improvement. So we go from +3 to +4. Or we go here, damage on 18. Which is interesting. I mean, we can pump up our strength later on. So I'll go wisdom now. There's a potion to get +2 on strength in Act 2. We're going to that later. But just to give you an idea of what's possible, so here. Actually, I wanted to go actors. Alert is pretty good on low initiative characters, especially if they cannot do much. But I don't think here it is necessary. What are we gonna do here? Let's see. Yeah, here we go same, like we are on +3 now, go on 18, and we are going to +4, which is ability improvement. And actually constitution on 16 will go to +3. So here we, this is a pretty good split for now, level 4. This is what you should do with Lozelle. On Karlach, I'm still not sure about the whole barbarian thing. I will keep her for now because I like to have a good melee punch. It works pretty good in Act 1. Heavy armor master. I don't think she can even wear heavy armor, can she? As a barbarian. Not sure about that right now, but let's check. So right now with Karlach I could go Great Weapon Master. So I could do that. Or I could live with her being... I might go change her out for Shadowheart for a couple of elements in this. I just think I can start multi-classing her. The feat will not give me so much, but I want to go her into a fighter. Like it will be like... She will keep Barbarian mostly, but I wanted 2 levels on fighter or maybe 3. And because we want to get action surge, so we can attack twice with her. As obviously she will be fighting with the axe, so we can here go great weapon fighting. So the damage rolls become more reliable. And the last but good is Will, which I will possibly completely redo in Act 2. I'm also not really comfortable with warlocks, so Mage Hand can be useful, but I think let's say let's take this. Misty Step is really good, but right now I want to... I think I need some damage output. Oh no, I go Misty Step. let's see if we can go. Not sure about what to go here actually. I think I will go. And the first time I tend to go a lot on ability improvement because there are some sweet spots you can reach. Like dexterity, for example, 14 will give me a bit more to saving throws, but also initiative. So there's a +1 onto that, and I think he can benefit from it. For intelligence, there is basically a head amulet or whatever, or helmet, so you can push his amulet in intelligence in case if you want to multiclass him. So anyway, thank you guys. This was it. What's next on the plan is actually going on the hunt for the Fettle. So we will go to the Blighted Village and clear out this forest down there. And after that we are going to head on the Goblin Camp, or maybe at Wokin's Rest. We have a bit to do. And that's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll be happy to have you here. So yeah, till the next time.